Good evening. Melissa Johnson here for day 43 or episode 43 of Melissa Loves to Talk. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Um Ironically, I had nothing to talk about for Melissa Loves to Talk. So I was just sitting here and I was like, we'll talk about Valentine's Day since it's Valentine's Day. So today I am going to share with you where Valentine's Day originated, and then we're going to just talk about it on how it got to where it is right now. And so, of course, I'll remind you again, my screen will go black and then it should come up. Eventually, hopefully, we'll have that fixed where it won't do that. But for right now, it's the way it is. So I'm sorry. Okay. Valentine's Day is a celebration of love and affection, honoring both romantic and broader forms of human contact rooted in historical, religious, and cultural traditions. So that's what it says Valentine's Day is. Historical origins. Sorry. Valentine's Day, observed annually on February 14th, originated as a Christian feast day honoring one or more early Christian martyrs named Valentine, including a priest in Rome who was executed in the 3rd century for defying Roman laws and secretly marrying couples or aiding persecuted Christians. Over time, legends merged, such as Valentine sending a farewell letter signed "From Your Valentine" to his jailer's daughter, which contributed to the association with love. The history also has connections to ancient Rome festivals, particularly Lupercalia. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. A mid-February fertility celebration involving matchmaking rituals. When Christianity spread, these pagan customs were gradually replaced or Christianized, with St. Patrick's feast day becoming a symbolic occasion for love and devotion. Evolution into a romantic holiday. Valentine's Day became associated with romantic love during the Middle Ages, influenced by poets like Geoffrey Chaucer, who linked February 14th with courtship and the mating seasons of birds. By the 17th and 18th century, the tradition of sending handwritten love notes or valentines emerged in England, evolving into commercially produced cards. By the 19th century, symbols such as hearts, cupids, red roses, and chocolates became standard expressions of affection. Well, that's not much. I'll read the rest. Today's Valentine celebration celebrates love in all its forms: romantic, familiarity, I'm not sure, familialo, sorry, and platonic. It is a day to express gratitude, appreciation, and connection with partners, family, friends, or even oneself. Traditions include exchanging cards, flowers, chocolates, and gifts, as well as performing acts of kindness or sharing heartfelt messages. While commercialized in many countries, the essence of the holiday remains a celebration of human relationships and emotional bonds. Broader implications. Valentine's Day highlights the universal importance of love as a fundamental human emotion that strengthens relationships, fosters social bonds, and enriches life beyond romance. It encourages reflection on relationship, family ties, and community, making a day to honor meaningful connections in diverse ways. In summary, Valentine's Day is both a historic commemoration of Saint Valentine and a cultural celebration of love, evolving from ancient rituals and Christian traditions into a modern occasion for expressing affection and appreciation across all types of relationships. Sorry, some of those words I skip. I stumble. I have a little bit of a, stutter. So some of the words is hard for me. So again, another holiday that was a Christian holiday that turned into a pagan holiday. Uh Seems to be pretty much how all the holidays go. Uh Everything that is godly, there is a way to distort it. The enemy uses it to deceive people. Sorry, my throat's still kind of itchy. So deceive people. So as it started, like, okay, it was innocent, which it's still innocent. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad holiday. It's just, to me, I feel like it's commercialized way too much. You have, I just realized I'm not on the screen. Sorry. It's commercialized a lot. And I just feel like it's just another way to spend money. And, you know, I don't know. It's just most of the holidays are like that nowadays. It's, after the 4th of July, like all the holidays are just boom, 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 boom. You have 4th of July, then Labor Day, and then it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas all at once. It's just a way to spend money, spend money, spend money. And it's just, to me, it's a waste of money. But I know a lot of people like it. Like a lot of women like to get flowers and chocolates and cards. I mean, cards are nice, but I would rather it be a handwritten card instead of someone buying a card. Just, fold a piece of construction paper, make a card. Like back, when the kids were little, they would all make you cards. That was better than going out and spending money. I'm not a real, gift person. That's definitely not my love language. I like giving gifts, but I'm not a big gift receiver. Like, it's nice when someone gives me a gift and I will gladly take it, but it's not my love language. So it's not like that important. I definitely don't like real flowers because they die and it makes me sad. But chocolates, of course, I'll always take. And like I said, cards are okay. Like I said, I'd rather it be a homemade card, but definitely I'm not offended if you go to the Dollar Tree and buy my card. I'm just not that worried about gifts. So that's what I'm saying, is it just, I feel like it's another way that it was originated to be a sweet little holiday, you know, and it turned into a way to, number one, get, it's supposed to be about love and relationships, but let a man forget to buy his wife flowers or candy or a card. She gets mad, they get into a fight. It's a big old thing. So instead of it being about love, they're arguing and it's messed up. That's the thing that gets on my nerves about it. It's like, I don't care and I don't know why people get upset about it. I do like gifts for like Mother's Day and my birthday, because like Mother's Day is a special day, my birthday is a special day. So those days I would like gifts. But again, I don't need a real expensive card. I don't even need a real expensive gift. If you just bought me some chocolate, um, some Dr. Pepper Zero. I mean, I just don't really care. But it's nice to get gifts. It's just, I'm not that big on it. So to me, it's like we don't even usually celebrate it. This year, I just kind of, I had some Valentine's clothes. So yesterday I wore something that was, looked like Valentine's. This is Valentine's. I do have some earrings I used to wear to work. To try to, get like into the holiday spirit. Because I worked with people, so it was different. And now it's like, it's whatever. But I don't know. I know a lot of people make it a big deal. And it's one of those holidays that, again, started off as a Christian holiday and it was a cool thing. And now I think it's just, commercialized. It's, let's spend all this money. Let's do all these things that we don't need to do. You know, like it's like you should love the person you're with all the time, not just one day a year. I know you do love them every day, but you're only going to buy them a gift for Valentine's Day. I don't know. To me, it's just dumb. But again, that's me. If it's like if gifts are your love language, of course you want gifts because that's your love language. So any holiday that's gift giving, you're going to want it. You're going to be like, yes, my favorite holiday. I get a gift, like Christmas. If your love language is gifts, you probably love Christmas because you get all kinds of gifts. For like a person, mine is service, is my love language. And I like people to do things for me. So if on Valentine's Day, if someone cleaned the house and cooked dinner, that would be a good gift for me. Same thing for Mother's Day, same thing for my birthday, same thing for Christmas, realistically. I do like gifts for Christmas because I buy a lot of gifts. I have 3 sisters, 2 sisters that have children. My sister that's a little bit younger than me, she has 3 children and 3 grandchildren. My other sister has 5 children. So I buy lots of gifts. Plus, I have lots of kids. So I buy lots of gifts. And I don't always expect gifts in return. But again, not a bad thing, right? Who doesn't like gifts? Even if it's not your love language, you still like gifts. So I'm not really sure where other people fit in on Valentine's Day. Like to me, it's not a national holiday for one. So it's like, it's a cool holiday, but it's not a national holiday. It's like, St. Patrick's Day is not a national holiday. So it's like, it's just not, I don't know, just not me. Which is good because I, don't get all bent out of shape if I don't get anything. I do kind of get upset if I don't get things for Mother's Day and my birthday because, like I said, that's a special day for me. It's not Valentine's Day. And I know a lot of people do get upset. I don't know what people like to get for Valentine's Day. A lot of people like flowers. Again, I'll take some chocolates, a back rub, something like that. That would be great. I'm not all about gifts. I don't know about everyone else. If anyone wants to comment on what they like to get for Valentine's Day. But again, my love language is service and quality time are my 2 love languages. And you want to hang out, you want to watch a movie, you want to spend some time together, sure. You want to clean my house, cook dinner. I'd love that way more than some flowers and candy. But I know most women love flowers. I'm like the oddball out because I just don't. I just am like, I just see like you're wasting this money and the flowers die. I just am not really about it, but people love it. I have never looked up exactly what Valentine's Day was, so that was the first time I actually knew what it was. I'll be honest, I didn't even know it was originally a Christian holiday. I didn't even know. I knew it was something like it was always about love, and I didn't know exactly what it was though. So that's why I was like, oh, they'll talk about Valentine's Day, what it means. Since it's Valentine's Day. And another thing I know a lot of people like to do on Valentine's Day is go out to dinner. I don't like crowds, so that's definitely not something I would do. I would rather my husband cook for me, cook dinner for me. We have dinner together, whatever. Which I don't know when he'll be home. He is detailing someone's car, so not really sure. They're probably hanging out because it's somebody from church, so they're probably just hanging out. That's why he's not home yet. So I don't know. We'll see. He may get home at a reasonable time, but right now it's just me here with the 2 cats and the dog. So I may, when I get off here, just lay down and watch TV. because lately I haven't been able to do that because I am doing a lot of election stuff and ministry and working. So I may just enjoy my quiet time with nobody here but the animals because the other two kids are at work. So, yay me. I get to have some alone time. So, that's actually a really good gift. That would be the best gift, honestly. If I could just have the house to myself for a night, that would be amazing. Honestly, that might be the best gift ever. Just quiet time. I don't have to hear anybody yelling at their video games. I don't have to hear banging in the basement. I don't have to hear people in the kitchen slamming stuff. This would be amazing. Because, like, my house, the way it's set up, it's very weird. It's kind of like a split level. It's very weird. It's a duplex, and you come in the front door. It's the living room. You go through. You can go down to the basement, which is bedrooms and a bathroom, or you can go out to the garage and go outside. So it's kind of like a split level. So there's 2 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bedrooms. It's really 3 bedrooms and a den, I guess. But we made it 2 bedrooms in the basement. And so my one son sleeps in the den and all the sound comes right up the steps. So when he's playing video games and stuff, you can hear him. Sometimes I can hear the other one when he's yelling and screaming, which is weird because he has a door and it's closed. It's on the other side of the basement. Very weird. But I guess it's just because the sound comes straight up the steps. So yeah, I think a night by myself with nobody here but the cats and the dog, that might be a nice night. That might be the best gift of all. But so, like a lot of the holidays, Valentine's Day was actually a Christian holiday, and they commercialized it and made it a pagan holiday. Same thing with Easter, Christmas, Halloween, every single holiday, because the enemy has a counterfeit for everything. And I kind of just feel like that's why I don't really care about the holidays, mostly because of that. Like Thanksgiving, I love because it's food. Like that's the main purpose of Thanksgiving is thank God for what he did for you and food. So Thanksgiving, I would be honest, like maybe my favorite holiday besides 4th of July. 4th of July by far is my favorite holiday. But then I think the second would be Thanksgiving. Because like I said, you give thanks and you eat. Who don't like to eat? I love to eat. And then I don't feel guilty because it's a holiday where you eat. Christmas is Jesus' birthday, which again, it's not really his birthday because they said they think his birthday was in the spring, but whatever. That's when we celebrate his birthday. So I love Christmas because of that. But again, it's so commercialized. Everybody wants gifts. Everything's got to be decorated. And then you got to travel and you spend all this money. So I love Christmas because it's Jesus' birthday. I love the lights. Like I like to drive around and see people's lights. But again, it's so commercialized and paganized that it's like, no, not interested. But to each his own. A lot of people like Christmas, you know. I mean, Christmas you do spend with family, so I do like that. It's like, but normally Christmas Day, I don't see my family. It's the people that live with me, and that's it. Because we go visit our family the week or 2 weeks before Christmas, because we have a Christmas party. Because you know we live 10 hours away from where we grew up, so we go back there and we visit. The Christmas that just passed, only 2 of us went. Everybody else stayed down here. So we went to the Christmas party. Just 2 of us went, which was kind of nice. It was a nice ride. It was just 2 of us. So if he talked to me, that was cool. If he didn't, he was sleeping, whatever he was doing. So, you know, holidays are nice. But again, I just think it's everything's so commercialized and everybody wants to spend money and spend money. Everything is about spending money. So I just don't like it because of that. But it is really cute how Valentine started. I like that little concept. It was like he wrote letters to kind of like so people would make up. That's what it made me think of. And that was cute how it was like love your Valentine or from your Valentine. And then it started being they were Valentines that you were writing each other. I remember like in school when we would have little Valentine's cards and we'd give them out at the Valentine's party. I don't know if they do that in school anymore, but when I was in school and my kids were in school, that's what we would do. Have a little Valentine's party and everybody give out little Valentine's Day cards. They were about like this big. And some of them would have candy on them and you'd give them out. And, that's cute. I would agree with that. When you're a kid, it's cute. Now it's just whatever. But I like the concept of you give each other a Valentine's. I like that. Like, will you be my Valentine? From your secret Valentine. Do you remember that? It would be like, oh, I like him, so I'm going to send him a special Valentine. Or I like her, and I'm going to send her a special Valentine. That was cute, when we were kids. Now it's just like, whatever. But I don't know. Everybody's different. Everyone likes different things. Some people really like Valentine's Day. Like it's probably their favorite holiday. Like they like all the flowers and candies and again, commercialized. It's about not really, it's still where the meaning came from. The meaning was about love and relationships, which is cute. They would just give cards though, Valentines to say they love each other or they appreciate each other. And now it's, oh, your wife's got to have flowers. Your wife's got to have candy. Your wife's got to have this. Your wife's got to have that or she's going to get mad. And it's not always that. So, but again, all the holidays that start as Christian holidays get distorted and then it becomes all about the gifts and not about the holiday. So I don't know. Everybody has a different thing. And that's how I feel about most of the holidays. That's why I think I don't really care about them anymore because they're so commercialized. But I think Valentine's Day is cute. Like I said, give each other a little Valentine, write a little note. I love you. Will you be my Valentine? You remember that? I love you. Will you be my Valentine? So that's cute. Even if you did that with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, like it would be kind of cute just to be like back in the day, write a little Valentine's card. But I don't know. I just think it's just a way for companies to make more money. But that's me. And thank you, Tanya, for being with me. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't get it at all. How people worry so much about gifts. I don't know. I'm just not that person. Like I said, are they nice? Like, hey, I saw this and I thought of you and you get it for me. I'm never going to be like, oh no, I don't like gifts. Of course you like getting gifts. Everyone likes getting gifts, but it's not about getting gifts to me. It's more like spending time together. Or like I said, if you want to make a little card, construction paper. I used to love doing that, honestly. I used to do that even, as a grown up, sometimes I would make cards. But I like homemade cards better. I think they're, from your heart. So I kind of miss that when my kids used to do that, especially in church. They would write the cutest cards in church and they'd make cute things. Like I have these crosses and they're from Thanksgiving. The boys had to be maybe 6. They might have been 6, 7, I don't know, 8. They were little. And they made these hearts and they're made out of like foam, I guess. I mean, not hearts, sorry. I'm getting the holidays mixed up. They were for Thanksgiving, but they were crosses. And then they have like leaves in them. And they're hanging on my kitchen wall all year, even though they're Thanksgiving. Because it's give thanks. You can give thanks all year. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving. But to me, that's the kind of stuff I like. I would love homemade gifts all the time, even for my birthday, like Mother's Day. Like I said, they're the only two holidays I really care if I get gifts, and I usually don't get gifts. I will get a birthday card, and that's pretty much it for Mother's Day. And my birthday, sometimes I get gifts, but they're the only holidays I really care if I get a gift because, like I said, that's special to me. It's my birthday because that was the day I was born. It's Mother's Day because I'm a mother. Other than that, it's whatever. Sorry, my dog's barking. Or he loves to bark at the neighbors. But yeah, and the main thing that drives me crazy the most about the holidays is that they're Christian holidays and they got turned into pagan holidays. That's the main thing. Like I said, I didn't even know that Valentine's Day was originally a Christian holiday. All these years, I never knew. So I'm kind of glad I looked that up. Like I said, the main reason why I looked it up was because I had no idea what I was going to talk about, and I figured it was Valentine's Day. So let's look up what the meaning of Valentine's Day is, what it was actually made for, what it actually is supposed to do, which ideally, the way it started is still the way we celebrate it. You know, it's about love, relationships. It doesn't mean it's a romantic love. It can be a romantic love, but it doesn't need to be. It can be your bestie or your sister or your brother. You know, it's about relationships and telling people you love them. That's all. It doesn't need to be romantic. Like, yeah, if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, sure, might be a little bit romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It can be, like I said, it could be even your boss. Hey, I had to work today and I bought my boss a Valentine's card, which I may do if I was working because she's a really good boss and I really like her. So I might buy her a card and tell her, I really, really, appreciate you because you're a really good boss. So, I love you too. Thank you. So it just depends on how you look at it. And originally, the way it was is super cute. Like, I may read it again. I think I am because it's just so cute, super cute how it started. And for people that joined me after I already read it, so I'm going to read it again because it's just so super cute. Valentine's Day, observed annually on February 14th, originated as a Christian feast day honoring one or more early Christian martyrs named Valentine, including a priest in Rome who was executed in the 3rd century for defying Roman laws and secretly marrying couples or aiding persecuted Christians. Okay, that is not cool. But the next part is, I guess I didn't say that the right way. That is not cool. It is cool that they made a holiday for that because that is actually cool. But the next part is the part I think is cute. So, over time, legends emerged, such as Valentine sending a farewell letter signed from your Valentine to his jailer's daughter, which contributed to the association with love. So, that was cute. The holiday also has connections to ancient Rome festivals. No, where's the other part? That's not the part that I liked. No, I can't find it. I don't know. Maybe it was just the card. It was cute because it was from your Valentine and it was the jailer's daughter. But it's kind of crazy that they were, observing the Christian martyrs. So that was, it's sad they were martyred, but it was good that they were honoring them. And it's kind of funny that the guy was actually marrying couples. So not really wonder why, like, it was like defying Roman laws, like that people weren't supposed to get married. That's kind of weird. But, you know, the Romans were very weird. So I don't know. But yeah, the little Valentine, how it started from the your Valentine or whatever. I thought that was cute. Um and so I like cards, and I like, that's what I like. I do like cards. So when I get cards in the mail for Mother's Day and my birthday, which usually my dad and my stepmom, they always send me a card for Mother's Day and for my birthday, and I always like them. I'm like, oh, cards, I like cards, and I save them all. I have every card I've ever received since I was, I don't know. I have tons of cards, and they're in a box somewhere. Um, I just saved them all. And since, I was a kid. So I don't know. I just think that it's sad how religions were Christian religions and they got turned into commercialized craziness. So I don't know. I just feel different about holidays because of that. Like, if it's a Christian holiday and you're um celebrating the Christian part, which I love, of course. Like I said, Thanksgiving is really thanking God. It's not really about the food, but it is about the food because you're thanking God about the food. Um, so I guess Thanksgiving might be the most one that is the closest to the original, because it was, the pilgrims thanking God that they survived the winter and the summer, and they had a harvest and they ate. So that was them thanking God that they made it. And so, but if you notice, that's the one that gets celebrated the least by commercial stuff. Like when you're in the grocery store or Walmart or wherever, they have a whole bunch of Halloween stuff. They'll have a little bit of fall stuff, hardly any Thanksgiving stuff. It'll run out fast. So, like, when it's time to decorate for Thanksgiving, it's all gone because they didn't have a lot. And then it'll be Christmas, which, again, Christmas was a religious holiday. It's, of course, Jesus' birth, but it's commercialized to decorations and gifts and, Christmas trees and all this stuff. So that makes me just kind of sad because Thanksgiving kind of gets overlooked and people don't think of Thanksgiving as much as all the other holidays. But to me, I really like it because it is still about thanking God, where all the other holidays have turned into, like, Easter is the Easter bunny. Christmas is the Christmas tree and Santa. Like I said, Valentine's Day is Cupid and all this stuff. So I guess that's why I'm not really like a big on the holidays. Like, I decorate for them. I decorate for pretty much every holiday. I have some kind of decoration. This year I did not decorate for Valentine's Day, just because I really have not had the time. So I have a flag outside that says Happy Valentine's Day, and that's it. Normally I do have decorations all over my house for Valentine's Day because I like to decorate for every holiday. But this year's just been, because of the special election, I have been running ragged with work and that. And then I just started a women's ministry, and we do a Bible study with some women. And I went there and washed clothes yesterday. I don't have time to decorate, but it doesn't matter because, again, it's not a real big holiday to me. Other people love it. I don't know. I'm just not that person. Like my husband, I know is not going to bring me flowers and candy. He's probably not even going to say anything to me when he comes in. It's whatever. Um, but some women would get mad about that and they would yell and scream at their husband, or he'd be in the doghouse or whatever. I could care less. Uh, I, like I said, Mother's Day, I really like gifts, and my birthday, but they are not messed up religions that were originally, um, religious holidays. Like Mother's Day is just Mother's Day, and your birthday is just your birthday, the day you were born. Can't really mess that up. It's Mother's Day. You celebrate your mother, your grandmother. I mean, your whoever. Um, it looks different for everybody. Um, and your birthday is just your birthday. Uh, it's funny because my husband, he doesn't want to celebrate any holidays. He's a bah humbug all the time. But he doesn't want to sell his birthday. And I go all out for everybody's birthdays. I bake everybody a birthday dinner, I bake them a cake. I'm like, "Oh, today's the best day of the year. It's your birthday. It's the day you were born." And he's just always like, "Oh, whatever." And I'm like, "No, it's an important day." Like, I don't know. I guess some people care, some people don't. Um, but to me, it's a very special day when somebody was born, because it's when they were born. If they weren't born, I wouldn't know them. I'm glad that I know the people I know. I'm glad they were born. Uh, Pretty much, everybody I know, we have some kind of relationship, and I really appreciate those relationships. Back home, I had no relationships with anyone. I mean, my family, yes, but I mean, other than my family, I didn't have really any close friends. It just wasn't like that. And here I have a lot of good relationships, and I am very thankful for those relationships. So, yeah, it's a bit different, but uh anyway, I really don't know what else to talk about, and that's crazy considering it's called Melissa Loves to Talk. I mean, I could randomly talk about a whole bunch of things that you probably don't want to hear. But today I just really had nothing. I kept saying, like, "Okay, what am I going to talk about all day?" And I couldn't think of anything. And I was like, you know what? I'll just look up Valentine's Day and what it means and try to make something out of that. But I really don't have a lot to say. Uh, I do like the color red, so that's good about Valentine's Day. And this shirt I got at Bucky's, of course. Um, it was in my closet and it still had the tag on it. So that's how how much I celebrate Valentine's Day. I just got it because it was Bucky's and I didn't go to Bucky's all the time and didn't have anything. And I was like, I'll get a Bucky shirt. That's Valentine's Day. But um that's about it. I will be on here tomorrow. I probably will be late tomorrow. I have a baby shower tomorrow, and the baby shower's at 3, and it's about 30 minutes from my house. So I will probably be late tomorrow, probably start at 6:30. I'm not really sure. It just depends on how long the baby shower lasts. And again, it's about 30 minutes from here. So that just depends on that. Tomorrow, normally on Sundays, I usually get my contact while I'm in church. I'm in church and the Lord will just start telling me stuff to talk about. So I'm hoping that happens. If not, I hate to really talk about the elections, but I probably will talk about the elections because early voting starts Monday in the 14th district in Georgia for Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. And it's a very important election. So I'll probably talk about that a little bit just because Monday's early voting, if I talk about it Monday at 5 o'clock, the voting's over for that day. So I probably want to kick it in a little bit tomorrow. Um, in case people are going to vote tomorrow, Monday, just to bring it up. Uh, most of the days, of course, like I said before, I'm probably going to talk about that election or elections in general. Um, I will be probably bringing up the Save America Act again. I'm going to do some research on that because I've heard a lot of conflicting things about that. So I'm probably going to do some research on that and talk about that on Monday, especially because I'll have time to do some research on it and maybe show some videos of some crazy people that are so hypocritical that it just makes you want to lose your mind. But anyway, I am going to get off here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share. Please comment if you have anything to add about any you know what, honestly, tell me your favorite holiday. That would be great. Just type in your favorite holiday and that would be great. Like and share and follow me I'm pretty much on all social media. I'm on X, but I don't really get on X. I need to more because I feel like a lot of people get on X and I probably would get a good following from X, but I don't really get on there. I need to, I guess. But I am on X and I am on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook. I am not on Truth Social. I never got on there. I think about getting on there sometimes because I know President Trump posts a lot of stuff on there. So I probably should get on there. And I feel like there's something else. Threads I was thinking about because a lot of people share stuff on there and I can't get on it because I don't have Threads. But like I said, I am on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I am on Rumble and YouTube and Facebook Live, of course. So I feel like I'm pretty much trying to get on everything. I didn't have an Instagram account or a TikTok account before I started doing this. So I'm still figuring out how to post stuff on there. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, 4th of July is definitely my favorite holiday. And then, like I said, next would be Thanksgiving. 4th of July, definitely. I love 4th of July. I can't wait for this year because it's the 250th birthday of this country. So I'm pretty excited about that. I will definitely decorate my whole house and my yard for 4th of July this year. I'm going to go all out. So I can't wait. But anyway, thank you so much. Please follow me, like and share, and just comment your favorite holiday, comment anything really you want, good or bad. That's fine. I get a lot of hate and that's fine. I'm used to it. We're all used to it by now. Because people are just radicalized. So I'm used to it. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening. Be blessed. Enjoy your family. And get a good sleep for church in the morning. And I hope to see you tomorrow evening.